Hey guys, down to the break here, back for another very exciting review. This is one of my favorite sets I have to date, and we are reviewing set number 75288, the AT-AT, and this is the 2020 version. This set comes with 1,267 pieces, and it comes with 6 minifigures, including General Viirs, 2 AT-AT drivers, 2 snowtroopers, and Luke Skywalker. So let's take a look at the box. So for the box here, we have some really nice Hoth back art here with a bunch of mountains, then quite a few other AT-ATs. We have the 40th year of the Empire Strikes Back. We have the information here, some really nice box art. We got a little battle going on, and then all the minifigures you can see. As we go up here, you can see Luke Skywalker, and then around back, it shows you that 3 people can fit in the cockpit. It shows you over here the winch feature, how the speeder can fit in, and just a couple spring-loaded shooters. If you guys are curious at all about the building process or how I built it or something like that, then go down into the description and I will link my live building series of this down below, and you can check it out if you're curious. So let's just get into the Canon and speeder bike. The speeder bike here has a really cool design with that really nice like scout-like speeder bike design, and a snowtrooper can fit perfectly on it. It's just a really nice compact design that can also fit into the actual AT itself. And for the Canon design here, we have this really nice E-web cannon used with this like grappler sort of piece here and a little black roller skate, and then we have like a droid head like thing, a candlestick piece, lightsaber hilt, a couple more blasters, and then they're all attached to this base here, and it looks really good, and our snowtrooper can arm that. And now we'll move on to the main attraction itself, which is the AT-AT. So let's get that box out of the way, and here we have it, the AT-AT. So I think I'm going to start off with the front cockpit here, because this is a really cool design for the cockpit. So for the cockpit, it just opens up like this, and then you got your 3 minifigures inside with General Viirs and the 2 AT-AT drivers. And to get a better look at that, it's really hard to see, but we have a couple cockpits, control panels here. We got a couple on the other sides of General Viirs too. It's extremely hard to see though in my lighting condition right now. But there's 4 control panels in total. And then we got the guns that can move up and down here. The front lasers, and then the spring-loaded shooters. Let's see if I can, whoops, and yeah, I just fired it, but my finger was over top. But there is 2 spring-loaded shooters. So I'm just gonna keep going alongside, and right here with the neck joint, you can move it back or forth like that, or you can make the whole neck move like that, but it doesn't really stay in place. It always springs back. But you can then make the head stay in place, but when it comes to the neck, it always springs back. And they use these really interesting Technic steering wheel pieces here for the neck to add the detail. And over here we just have panels that they don't really move out. They sort of flex a bit. They're not really supposed to. And we have the winch system inside of here. And if you're interested, it looks like this. And it works like this. You spin it towards you, and he comes up. Spin it away from you, and he goes down, the AT-AT. It's just attached to this nice rope. One quick look at the underneath is when he does grapple up, you can have this little hatch that he opens, and there's just a tiny little space, about a 2x2 amount of space that you can throw like a little piece of his grenade that he came with. You can throw it in that little hatch. So we're gonna keep moving on, and there's the really nice side panels with a bit more detail there, and like the little caps of the AT-AT, some nice detail there. And these panels just fold out like that, then you can pull them up. And then inside we got an amazing amount of seats in there. There's 5 seats, which is really cool. And then there's a place for the E-web cannon to be stored in here. Here, I'll open up the other side so you get a better view maybe. And I just put their blasters for the snowtroopers here. They fit fine there. And yeah, there's quite a bit of space for them to move around, and it's really nice how they gave us a lot of extra space. So I know in the past AT-ATs, it was lacking that sort of space to put minifigures inside. So that looks really good and it's really nice. So thank you, Lego, for that inclusion. Next we have the back. Again, has those like sort of panels you're supposed to touch, but like they do sort of flex a bit. And then what you're actually supposed to do with this, turn it completely around to the back. And what you're actually supposed to do is you're supposed to lift this panel up and lift this one down. This one is the only one that's like not really on smooth sort of movements. All these ones are like but this one's more on like, they don't have like as much movement as these ones. So yeah, this one's a bit more stiff. But there's enough space to put in a speeder bike, and even put in a speeder bike with somebody in it, which is really cool. And then you can just slide them in like that, and then pull up the bottom one first and slide the top one on, and there you go. You have a speeder bike inside your AT-AT now, and looks pretty good. So for the legs then, we have quite a few poses you can put it in. I know the straight pose looks it works really well. You can also do a pose that looks sort of like this one, and that'll also stand relatively well. I know those two poses are pretty safe. Anything else would be a bit harder to do, because it really is top heavy. So these legs, they are pretty thin, but I'll just show you some poses that you can do with it. Hope you enjoyed those poses. I spent quite a while trying and testing all the poses out. I know anything with one leg lifted up, it doesn't work really. The balance on this is not the best. Like I said, it's really top heavy. And how the legs work, it basically has 3 joints. One joint here, sorry I'm blocking that, one joint here that can go up and down directional. You already see it's starting to fall over. One joint there, that's 2, and then the third one is like a really small, and it just shifts back and forth, and that's just the ankle one. And then there's the knee, and then there's the leg. So it's really nice. The posability, I just wish we could use it more without falling over like that. So to kick off our minifigures, we have 2 snow troopers, and these 2 are the exact same torso, same helmets, same legs. The back printing is pretty nice. I love the printing on these. I just wish they would have had the bottom capes here instead of printing them. But then again, it wouldn't have made much sense because they do have to sit down on the seats. Well, because there's seats provided in this one. So it makes more sense that they printed it so they could fit on the seats, which was actually pretty smart. And I think this design looks great. I also think adding faces that are finally not angry clones are also amazing, because all the faces are different in this Lego set, and as you can see here, that really makes a difference, and I really think they should have stuck with this from the start. But good on you, Lego, for changing it. It looks a lot better now. And on to our next 2. These are the AT-AT drivers, and you also get 2 of these too, and their printing looks overall really good. The newest, most updated versions of these look really good with all those lines going through the little tubes and stuff. And yeah, they both look amazing. Great printing. And like the snow troopers, they have different faces, which is really cool. I really like that they did that. Now for Luke here, there's been tons and tons and tons of Lukes in this sort of variation with the X-Wing or Snow Speeder, however you'd like to call it, outfit here. And that helmet looks pretty good, and the printing on it overall, this is like the best one that they've done, and I really do like the printing and how detailed it is. And his face with that half visor up looks really good, especially when helmeted. You can just see the little tips of it. Looks really good. I really like that face print. And moving around the back, another great face print there. Comes the lightsaber and this thermal detonator. That's really cool. Last up here, we have General Viirs, a very, very cool minifigure to have in my collection. I really do like that helmet there. Great prints. There's an Admiral badge up here. No prints on the legs. I know on the UCS AT-AT they just revealed pictures of it. You can see General Viirs having dual molded legs. I think if they would have added it here, it would have made it much better. But for what we got, I think that's really reasonable, and it still looks really good. Besides, this is not a UCS set, so you don't need any of those legs. And for his head, he has one print on this side. Other side, he has a happier face here. And overall, this is a really good figure, and I'm really happy with him. To be accurate sets to date, I really do think they captured the AT-AT. I think this is probably the best one, and if you do like the AT-ATs, then I would suggest you buying this one because it is a really cool set. And if you don't want to spend like $800 or whatever on the UCS one, then I suggest you buy this before it is gone, because it was made in 2020 and we are approaching 2022, so it's getting slightly older, but it still looks incredible. So if you are looking for an AT-AT or just a cool larger Lego set, like a building set, playing set, it's a really good set, and I do recommend this. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.